Okay, so I am here this week with our, I want to say 5th one. Yeah, there's penguins behind me in case you see it. It's a poster I took from a theater. I did not steal it. I worked at the theater, I promise. I worked there for a very long time. So I have like an Aladdin and all kinds of stuff. I got lots of movie posters. Okay, this is our 5th one. It's called Rocket Man. And it says, this is Leland Melvin. He loves dogs, football, and being an astronaut. Wow. Oh my gosh. I wish I could be an astronaut, but I do love dogs. That is him. Okay, let's see what it says to us, y'all. Fold it like I always do. It's easier to hold, you know. Okay, I'm going to turn. I'm in like this little like fluffy chair. I don't know how this is going to work, y'all. We're going to figure it out. Hardest job in the galaxy, question mark. Leland learned that being an astronaut is hard, but amazing. I bet it is. You see all kinds of stuff, you know. Maybe you think your work is hard. Sure, you have spelling tests, but did you ever have to swim wearing a spacesuit or fly upside down and not puke? I can truly say I've taken spelling tests, but I've never done either of those two things. I've never swam in a spacesuit, and I have never flown upside down and not puked. I'd get very sick. He is an astronaut. That's a scientist who goes to space. Leland didn't know if he'd get chosen. To be an astronaut. More than 2,000 people tried out for the job. Only 25 got picked. Over 2,000 and he got picked? Oh my gosh, that's amazing. One of them was Leland. He got picked, y'all. He got really picked. Astronaut training. We're about to learn about how they train. So like in school, I guess we're training to get smarter. But we're going to find out how an astronaut trains to be a better astronaut. So in school, we train to be a better student or a better teacher or whatever we choose to be a part of a school. And we're going to learn how he did astronaut training. I got to like be in my head, y'all. Then training started. Leland had to swim across a pool wearing a spacesuit and tennis shoes. He had to keep his head above water for 10 minutes, still wearing his spacesuit. He says, I think I drank about half of the pool, but I passed. He had to fly in a jet called the Vomit Comet that was swooped and dived and tried not to puke. Leland says proudly, I didn't lose my cookies once. He has skills. The skills I do not have. The rocket launch. Leland made it through training. He was ready for his first space mission. On launch day, he put on his orange flight suit. So this right here that he's wearing, right there, the orange flight suit. Where am I at, y'all? Oh, here we are. We're back. Leland's parents and high school science teachers cheered as he boarded the rocket. He was allowed to take a few personal things. He took a Curious George book he loved as a kid. I love Curious George, y'all. I think it's cute little stories. Leland was strapped to his seat. Then it was 3, 2, 1, blast off. The rocket's speed pushed him back in his seat. It was hard to breathe. Could you imagine that? Okay, so we're sitting here and you just go 3, 2, 1, woo! Like that, like a roller coaster almost, but way more intense probably. The rocket speed pushed him back in the seat. It was hard to breathe. Then it got easier. Leland looked out the window behind him. Earth looked like a beautiful blue marble. Because he's going so fast, so far. It was just like this little marble that he saw. Earth, the one that we live on, Lord. I don't know where I was going with that. Working in space. It was time to get to work. Leland had to set up the rocket's toilet. Toilets in space are tricky. On Earth, we have gravity. So gravity is like what holds things down. So I'm trying to think. I got this bag of dog treats. That'll work. So gravity is pulling it down so that it's not floating out of my hands like, woo. Instead, it holds it. So I can hold it like this. Just like us. We can stand and walk because we won't float. Because the gravity pulls us down. It pulls us to the ground and keeps us from floating away. In space, there's less gravity. Everything floats. The toilet had a hose to collect the stinky stuff. Leland got it working. After 3 days, Leland reached the International Space Station. There he helped set up a new science lab. Leland also used a robot to help repair the outside of the space station. That job was hard. It took 8 hours. He had a robot help him. Oh my gosh, I had a Wish I had a robot help me clean. Oh, that'd be nice. When his work was done, Leland celebrated by opening a package of M&Ms. They floated, he caught them in his mouth and smiled. He had made it to space. It was hard, but it was worth it. Sometimes things are really hard, but they're definitely worth it in the end if it pays off. He took off in this. Oh, I'll show you a little rocket. Can y'all see that? Right there. Let's see. Before he was an astronaut. Oh. Before he was an astronaut, it has this little thing right here, y'all. I'm going to read it. Let's see what it says. Before he was an astronaut, Leland was a professional football player. It's hard to get picked for both jobs. He was. These words describe football players. Check which are true for astronauts, too. Hardworking, I would say we could check that. Strong, well, they got to be strong to do all that swimming and stuff, y'all. Strong. Cooperative, they have a team they work with, just like we do in schools and football players have. Skillful. Oh, yeah, he was setting stuff up with robots. You got to be skillful. Got to be. Okay, I am now on the back where the questions are. It says diagrams of a spacesuit. So it tells us that's the helmet. That's a pouch underneath his arm right here that he holds. Kind of like purses and stuff. It's a little pouch. The gloves that he wears on his hands. And the oxygen case. Because when in space, there is no oxygen. You got to take oxygen with you to breathe and live. Got to take it with you. That's a cool little spacesuit. Y'all need to look into that. Look into that. Right there. But do not forget, answer the questions. And then I'm going to do number 6 next. And then we'll go from there, I guess. Lord, y'all. Okay. I'll see you at 6.